It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Jets and the Falcons coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun. Wall. For Marshall, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no losses. They make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Wall going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wall. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. The throw over the middle, taken in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3rd down and 1. They'll look to throw again. Right back. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Wall. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Wall. They'll set up the screen for Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wall. He's got his receiver, Cooper. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start. Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down movement. They'll run with Hall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So out now come the Jets. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Wall. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wall. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
To throw on 2nd down, Wall. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw on 3rd down, Wall. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Spins away. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him a 1st down yardage there. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. They'll set up a throw. This one is caught. It's Patton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons had 6 to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Jets set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Wall. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Looking to throw on second down. Wall. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Wall. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Wall. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Operating from the gun. Wall. And caught by Cooper for a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Blake. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Got him in. It's Brown. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Back to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Westbrook now on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Wall. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Hall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Wall. And check down, complete to Hall. So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Wall. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first and 10, Wall. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Looking to throw. Wall. Touchdown, Jets. Terrace Marshall from 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Falcons offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on third down. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Wall going right back to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Wall. He's got a man. That's Marshall. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Marshall. A gain of 5. First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Wilson. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Cooper. First and goal, New York.
They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
One more time with Hall.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught outright by Patton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And 4 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Wall. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. Wall. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. Wrong. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So out come the Falcons now.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Brown, 67 yards. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And what a throw that was
Charles, you think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
It's complete, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On 1st down, Wall. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Wall. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw again.
incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st down, New York.
Here's 1st down. Ball again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Complete to Chenault. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.